Sometimes, you don't really know your neighbors until one of them tries to burn your dreams to the ground. I'm talking about the kind of neighbor who'd forge your signature, cancel your building permit, and smile while watching your world crumble all because you dared to build a shed in your own backyard. That's exactly what happened to me. Jack Carter, a regular guy with a knack for carpentry and a stubborn streak a mile wide. By the time this mess was over, my nemesis, Karen Whitmore, was out of the HOA, slapped with a Dulon $95,000 fine, and forced to walk past a public PA-VY lion named after her every single day. She picked the wrong guy to mess with, and I made sure her dirty little secret became the talk of the town. It all started when my grandpa left me his old house on the edge of Willow Creek, a quiet little spot with a big yard, shady oaks, and best of Alno HOA breathing down my neck. I wanted to honor him with a small 20 by 20 woodworking shed, nothing fancy, just a place to tinker and clear my head. I dotted every I, crossed every T, got my county permits, paid my fees, and thought I was golden. Then I met Karen, the HOA president from 2 doors down, strutting over like she owned the whole neighborhood, clipboard in hand, her smile sharper than a tack. "You're not part of Willow Creek proper, are you?" she asked, eyeing me like I'd smuggled contraband. "Nope," I said, keeping it light, just outside the line. Her eyes narrowed, lips pursed. "We like to maintain aesthetic cohesion," she said, like my shed was a personal attack on her manicured lawn. I shrugged. "Good thing I'm not in your club, then." "You'd think that'd be the end of it." "Nope." A week later, I'm unloading lumber when Karen strolls over, peeking at my blueprints like she's judging a dog show. "This what's on never saw pass our board," she sniffed. I grinned. "Lucky for me. Your board's got no say." Her smirk was all teeth, like a shark circling. "We'll see about that," she said, and sashayed off. I laughed at off-stand plans, paid fees, concrete poor scheduled. What did she do? Turns out a whole lot. A few days later, my phone buzzed with a voicemail from the county. "Hi, Mr. Carter, just confirming your request to cancel your building permit." My stomach dropped. Cancel? I hadn't canceled Jack. I raced to the county office, where a clerk named Linda pulled my file. "Withdrawn 2 days ago. In person," she said, showing me a form with my name, my address, and a checked box for cancel permit. The signature? Close to mine, but off too loopy, too practiced. Someone had faked it. I told Linda it wasn't mine. She leaned in, voice low. "I shouldn't say this, but someone matching Karen's description was here that day. Chatted up our permit clerk, Melissa." My blood started boiling. Karen hadn't just meddled, committed fraud. I filed a fraud complaint right there, called my lawyer, Sarah, who eats legal battles for breakfast, and sent her everything. By week's end, my permit was back on track, but I wasn't just Maddie with saw. Karen didn't just want my shed gone. She wanted me crushed. Then I saw her post in the HOA's public Facebook group, all high and mighty. Unapproved structure threatening our community's property values. No mention of her forged form, just pure, smug fear-mongering. That's when I noticed something, a 5-foot strip of land between her hedges and the sidewalk. A municipal easement. Not hers, not mine, just a forgotten patch of bureaucratic limbo. And an idea hit me like a lightning bolt. The next morning, I filed a new permit, same shed design, but tweaked as an open-air community PA-VY lion, public access, educational purpose, under my carpentry business. The city approved it in a heartbeat. I named it the Whitmore PA-VY Lion Petty. Sure. Poetic? Hell yes. Construction started a week later, and Karen lost it. Day 1, she stormed the site in her yoga pants, screaming at my crew. "This is harassment. You can't build here." I had her on speaker. "It's city land, Karen. I've got permits, and this call's recorded." She hung up but didn't quit. She called the cops, twice. First officer checked my paperwork and told her to back off. Second time, she brought sirens and attitude, but they left in 10 minutes, red-faced. Then, a random landscaping crew showed up, claiming they were hired to remove an illegal structure. I laughed, pointing to my security camera. "Unless you want a felony, step away. She doesn't own this land." They bolted. I posted the footage online, Karen directing the crew like she was staging a revolution. Twitter went wild, complete with circus music remixes and local blog coverage. Kara became a meme overnight. But the real bombshell came from my neighbor, Tom, a quiet guy who probably irons his socks. He slipped me a flash drive. Found this in the HOA meeting room. He whispered, inside, dozens of scanned forms, canceled permits, denied plans, forged signatures, including mine, in a folder labeled Alt-Sigs. Karen had been playing dirty for some months, targeting anyone who dared defy her. I sent it all to Sarah, who replied with a gif of a gavel slamming. The county investigator, Maria Torres, wasn't playing either. "This isn't even subtle," she said, holding up Karen's fake form. Then we got the cherry on top. An audio clip of Karen telling Melissa, if we can't stop him legally, we find another way. Checkmate. We sued for fraud, obstruction, reputational damage, and interference with my business. Sarah laid it out like a prosecutor in a crime drama. In court, Karen sat stone-faced as we played her voicemail, showed her emails, and walked through every forged document. The judge leaned forward, riveted. The verdict hit like a sledgehammer. Karen, guilty on all counts, fined Dulon $95,000, banned from HOA leadership for 5 years. Melissa? Barred from government work for life. Outside court, neighbors clapped. Someone handed me coffee. A kid asked to volunteer at the PA VY Lion. Karen stormed her car like her world had just been canceled. A week later, the Whitmore PA VY Lion was done, clean cedar frame, sloped roof, benches for anyone to sit and breathe. A small plaque read, dedicated to Creati VY Thai, community, and consequences. Karen walks past it daily, eyes glued to her phone or peeking from behind her hedge, jaw tight, watching kids learn woodworking from the guy she tried to ruin. The HOA's different now, new president, new bylaws, actual neighborly VY best. No more flyers about grass length, just barbecues and kids playing. Karen's Facebook? Private. Her lawn's browning. Her last-ditch Efferton ensign noise complaint got my laminated reply nailed to the PA VY Lion. Fully permitted. File complaints with the Department of Touchgrass. No more letters came. Months later, I spoke at City Hall about zoning rights. Guess who showed up? Karen, lurking in the back, silent until she tried interrupting about property values. The chair shut her down cold. "Ms. Whitmore, you have no authority here. Sit as a private citizen." She stormed out. No applause, just silence. That night, I posted a photo of her empty chair with one line. Even the loudest voices fade when truth builds a louder legacy. So what do you think? Was I too petty naming that PA VY Lion after her? Or did Karen get exactly what she deserved? Should HOAs have this much power over people's lives? Or is it time to rethink the whole system? And would you have gone as far as I did to expose a bully like that? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button if you're team PA VY Lion, and subscribe for more stories where the little guy fights back. Let's get this debate rolling.